France by Anita Guarneri. Welcome to France. Hello, my name is Benjamin Blog, and this is Barco Polo, my inquisitive dog. He is named after ancient ace explorer Marco Polo. We have just gotten back from our latest adventure, exploring France. We put this book together from some of the blog posts we wrote on the way. Barco's Blogtastic France Facts. France is a large country in Europe. It has coastlines with the English Channel, Atlantic Ocean, and Mediterranean Sea. On land, it is joined to Spain, Italy, Switzerland, Germany, Luxembourg, Belgium, Andorra, and Monaco. France. Topographical map. Palaces and statues. The first stop on our tour is the magnificent Palace of Versailles outside Paris. It was first built by King Louis XIII, who ruled France from 1643 to 1715. It was later changed into a palace by King Louis XIV. Now it has more than 2,000 rooms, so it is easy to get lost. I sent Barco off to find a guide. Barco's Blogtastic France Facts. Napoleon Bonaparte was a brilliant army general who made himself Emperor of France in 1804. However, he was beaten by the British in 1815 at the Battle of Waterloo. No wonder this statue of Napoleon looks so cross. Mountains, rivers, and beaches. From Versailles, we headed to the Alps to climb Mont Blanc. It is the highest mountain in France at 15,771 feet, 4,807 meters. If you do not like climbing, you can always go skiing or walking at the nearby town of Chamonix instead. Barco's Blogtastic France Facts. The Loire is the longest river in France. It flows for 634 miles, 1,020 kilometers, from the Massif Central Mountains to the Atlantic Ocean. It is famous for its chateaux, like this one at Saumur. After a hard day's climbing, we needed a rest, so we traveled south for a little sunbathing. This stretch of coast is called the French Riviera, and it is famous for its sunny weather and sandy beaches. There are also beaches and sensational sand dunes along the west coast. Barco's Blogtastic France Facts. The Camargue is a huge marsh in the south of France, where the Rhone River flows into the sea. It is home to hundreds of birds, including pink flamingos, as well as herds of wild horses and bulls. Big cities. Our next stop was Paris, the capital city of France. It is famous for the Notre Dame Cathedral, the Arc de Triomphe, the Louvre Museum, and lots more besides. The best way to get around is by subway, which is known as the metro. Now I just need to figure out which train to catch. Barco's Blogtastic France Facts. Marseille is France's second biggest city and its main port. Each year, millions of tons of goods, such as oil, chemicals, plastics, and olive oil, pass through the busy port. Bonjour! While we are here, I am trying to learn some French. It is going quite well so far. Bonjour means hello, and au revoir means goodbye. Je m'appelle Benjamin Blog. C'est mon chien Barco means my name is Benjamin Blog. This is my dog, Barco. Barco's Blogtastic France Facts. Some countries in Africa were once ruled by France. Many people from these countries have come to live in France. These women are wearing traditional African scarves and clothing. In France, children have to go to school between the ages of 6 and 16. These children are at an école, primary school. When they are 11, they go to a collège, middle school. Then at 15, they move on to a lycée, high school. older children sometimes go to school on Saturday mornings, too. Barco's Blogtastic France Facts. Many French people live in apartments in cities. Some apartment buildings, such as this one, are very old. In many cities, high-rise buildings and skyscrapers are not allowed. Well, we are back in Paris for Bastille Day. It is a national holiday, and everyone is out celebrating. On July 14th, 1789, an angry crowd attacked the Bastille prison in Paris. They were tired of being hungry and poor while the king lived in luxury. Afterward, France got rid of the king and became a republic. Barco's Blogtastic France Facts. Many French people are Roman Catholics. There are also many Muslims. Many come from countries in North Africa that were once ruled by France. Lunchtime! French food is famous all over the world, so we treated ourselves to lunch in a cafe. France is especially famous for its pâté, cooked meats, and cheese. People shop in supermarkets, but also in local markets for fruits and vegetables. Barco's Blogtastic France Facts. I popped into this boulangerie to buy a loaf of bread. These long loaves are called baguettes. They are crispy on the outside and chewy inside. Delicious. Taking a break. Here in Provence, we are watching the Tour de France. It is one of the most popular sporting events in France. Around 200 cyclists take part in the race, which lasts for 23 days and covers about 2,000 miles, 3,200 kilometers. The leader wears a yellow jersey. That's him now. Barco's Blogtastic France Facts. Boule is a game that is played all over France. The aim is to get your boule, ball, as close as possible to a smaller ball, called the colchonnet, jack. For some reason, the players get really annoyed if I run off with any of the balls. From farms to factories. These vineyards in Bordeaux grow grapes, which are made into wine. French wine is world famous, and about 8 billion bottles are produced each year. Farmers also grow fruit, wheat, olives, and sunflowers. They keep sheep, pigs, and chickens. Some raise cattle for their meat and milk. Barco's Blogtastic France Facts. Thousands of French people work in high-tech factories. This factory in Toulouse builds the Airbus 380, the world's largest airplane. French factories also produce around 131,000 cars every month. And finally, for the last stop on our trip, it was back to Paris. Here is a photo that Barco took of me in front of the amazing Eiffel Tower. It was built in 1889 from around 10,000 tons of steel. The tower is 1,063 feet, 324 meters tall, and I am taking the elevator to the third level for a breathtaking view of the city. Barco's Blogtastic France Facts. The beautiful Chateau of Chambord stands by the Loire River. It is around 500 years old. It is famous for its double spiral staircase. One person can walk up and one person can walk down without meeting on the way.